And here we go, my love. Episode 26. 2-6 on 2-6.
God damn.
My God, it feels like only 26 episodes ago we started this journey with the podcast. How you feeling?
At the moment or about the podcast?
A little bit of both. Tell the people.
Eepy.
Eepy?
Eepy. The missile is Eepy. The Emster is Eepy.
It's been a full day for you at work.
It's been a full month, year.
A full life.
Literally every waking moment, I'm reminded why 15%, only 15% of autistic people are in the workforce. That's all I'm saying.
Well, simply because y'all are built different.
Hard. This shit is hard. I was talking to my coworkers this morning, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how y'all do this. And she's like, what, work? I'm like, yeah, this is fucking impossible. I'm like, I'm working 35 hours a week and I feel like I'm dying, right? And she was like, yeah, no, it sucks. She's like, it's exhausting. Feels terrible. And I was like, what? She's like, I have a kid at home.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, I was like,
I can't imagine, like right now especially,
having a kid.
Full-time work, full-time parent. All right, our computer just made some random ass noise. I mean, same, bro. I'm really hoping that the audio turns out okay for this because I, in my, head assery, because like I said, there's two of us here, and I am very much not the smart one. I forgot that my editing suite comes with its own audio recording software, so we're no longer under the 30-minute time limit that Anchor makes us do at a time.
Yeah, it says we have over 2 hours.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but now I don't have to focus on, pausing, remembering what we were talking about, and then coming back. But on the essence of remembering what we were talking about, there's something on my mind that I've been wanting to talk about all week.
Oh my God, he's leaving me.
Oh my God, it's just dark. Jesus. I mean, I know we joke about that with each other, but don't let the people know. I want to go where the people are.
I want to leave. I want to go to somewhere for a week where nobody can talk to me.
Just you, me, and the Bay of Monterey. We'll both get eaten by a great white shark.
That's great. That's great, actually. No, you, me, and the cat.
You want her to get eaten by a great white shark as well?
No, she's not coming into the water with us. She's just going to be at the cabana.
If we're going to the fucking Bay of Monterey, she's coming in the damn water.
Polluted.
Listen. Everything's polluted. Just like all them radioactive barrels they found off of Catalina.
Awkward.
I was like, why does everyone get cancer when they swim in the ocean?
Why are so many dead seals tumbling in the fucking surf?
All right, hold on. Before I get to the topic that I wanted to talk about, bro, every time, like, as earlier this year, we were like, yo, we're going to make more of an effort to go to the beach and actually,
did.
Yeah, we did. We went slightly more.
We went 3 times. That is a 300% increase.
I mean, we can just go more. We don't always have to get in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we decided that we're going to have a nice little cute picnic, cheeky little date, little life and love by the sea. And tell me why this fat-ass seal... we went to Ventura Beach instead of Oxnard Beach.
It said it was sunny.
Yeah, it did. But I feel like every time we go to a Ventura Beach, something always goes wrong, whereas Silver Strand is tried and true, baby.
Silver Strand is always perfect. Remember how beautiful it was when my family was here that first fucking night? Jesus.
I have that photo. That's the photo I used. For those of you that follow our TikTok, we did the trend where it's, your favorite 9 things and then another person's favorite, usually your partner's favorite 9 things. For mine, in the place square, that is an actual photo that I took of the sunset going behind the clouds on Silver Strand. That was when your family was here.
Mine is an actual photo of our bed.
No, we got a nice looking bed. Let me get a fist bump there.
That's my favorite place,
baby.
I'm sorry. At the end of the day, listen. Ever since I came out the womb, I have been a homebody. You know where I like to be? My house. I like to be in my room, in my bed. My dad and I actually used to bond about this because it's just, why the fuck would I want to go anywhere?
Because you're both autistic, babe.
Yup. And listen.
That man is riddled with it. Well, that and lead.
Well,
a lot of lead.
Listen, I'd come home from school, we would just take a nap.
Oh.
Always naps. I need naps. I need comfort shows in the background.
I can't nap.
I miss napping. I miss having the time to nap.
It takes me a lot to bring myself to nap, right? Like, if I'm absolutely dreadfully dead tired, then I will nap, right? But a thing with the old ADHD brain, or maybe this is just like my personal experience with it, because I seem to get mixed answers depending on who's talking about it on the internet or what article I'm exactly reading. But I just crave input, like informational input, right?
Yeah.
Like, overstimulation does happen, but for me, it's never really mental. It'll be physical, it'll be smell, it'll be sound, and then that clutters up the fucking maze that is the 70,000 thoughts that I'm having at once, right? And so when I think about laying down to take a nap, because there are urges, I'm like, damn, a nap would actually hit right now.
Oh, I love
There's a
that.
little voice in the back of my head that's like, but you'll be missing out on information. And I'm like, listen, man, just 15 minutes, like a 15-minute power. Like I'm a firm believer in the 15-minute power nap, right? Like people's like, oh, I got 3 hours before I got to do something. I'm going to nap. Like, nah, dude, in a perfect world, I'll lay down, take a nap, 15, 25 minutes. And then after that, I'm going to like listen to the podcast. I'm going to play a video game, smoke some weed, do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me.
Or cook a delicious meal.
For me, at any given moment,
Yeah.
I can fall asleep.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
At any moment, if there's like any spare second, I can fall asleep. That's one thing it might be hypersomnia.
And here's the thing.
I'm always sleeping.
If there's a sleep, I'm a habit.
No, and I always go into REM.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
Every single fucking time I fall asleep. That's not normal, apparently. Like even when I take like my naps,
yeah,
boom, REM sleep. That's not supposed to happen.
Well,
that's why I feel so fucking like.
Well, so actually, I'm out of
no,
so I'm out of podcasts to binge, right? So I've been going through and listening to the Therapy Gecko episodes that I missed out on, right? And he had a caller that, there's no way to actually confirm, but the person sounded like they actually knew what they were talking about. They're like a sleep scientist, right?
Yeah.
And they were talking about how if you take a nap and you go into REM, it's about the length of time that you are asleep, right? Because, you're sleeping, it's like in cycles. It's supposed to be like first, it's like a few like odds and ends of seconds to maybe a minute or two each, right? So it's first stage, second stage, and I think there's a third stage, and then REM, and then first stage, second stage, third stage, REM, right? Because you're not in REM constantly.
Yeah.
When you sleep. So it could be the duration of nap, because you nap for hours at a time, babe. I'd be shocked if you didn't go into REM.
I took because even when I take like a 15-minute nap, and those do feel so refreshing afterwards. But
no, that's enough of a cycle for you to get into REM.
Yeah.
If you're, and everybody's brain is different. Everybody has different like variations in their sleep cycle, right? Like for me, it takes quite a while to get into REM sleep. In fact, I can tell when I haven't achieved REM because I'll either wake up multiple times throughout the night, and it's either, the cat who is sleeping peacefully on the cushion right now is either jumping on me. I'm just feeling, some type of way. Yeah. Shout out to Rich Homie Quan. Or, my body's just like, not today, Chief. And I wake up and that's where I'm just like, ugh, like, why did I even close my eyes? Like, I would feel less tired if I stayed up the whole night and just pushed through the day. Because I've done that before. I know I can do that.
That's terrible.
You only live once.
I don't think I've ever actually pulled an all-nighter.
Snort it, shoot it, zip it, shoot it. You've got one body you've got to use. I don't know the actual lyrics.
I think the closest I got was 3 or 4.
Days?
No.
Oh, I was like, what the
morning. I've never been able to successfully pull an all-nighter because I like sleep too much.
Oh, for me, like, I still have the, like, day of grogginess, but let's say right now, like, worst case scenario, my job fires me and the only job that'll take me is night shift. It'll take me a day to switch over. That's it.
That's fucking
I'll be tired that first shift, and then I'll be perfectly fine. I'm a night owl anyway, like, and I feel like that's also why my body hasn't been feeling exactly that well of rested, no matter how hydrated I am, no matter the type of tea, no matter the bedtime routine that I use. Because, a big problem that people have when they're having these sleep problems is that, they got their phone on max brightness and it's like an inch away from your face. Now, I'm not one of those fucking internet boomers that's like, you got to stop. You just put your phone away like 3 hours before you go to sleep, man. Like, no, shut. Like,
I put it on night shift when the sun sets.
Yeah, like if that
fuck out of my face.
If that's what works for some people, that's cool, right? But then you have people that are like genuinely addicted to social media. But for me, I like a light, casual scrollage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe play a game or two of Vampire Survivor, see what's last minute going on Facebook.
Listen, I read some fic, I get snoozy, it works.
And,
I never feel rested.
If that works though, but like whenever, specifically when I was unemployed, right, and we were just staying up till like 3 or 4 in the morning and then sleeping, and then waking up at like 2 in the afternoon, I felt super rested.
Yeah.
Like it runs in my family too. Like when I joke about it with my dad, like we are night owls. We like staying up late.
Yeah.
And then we sleep, either into the late morning or the early afternoon, and then that's our day. You know what I mean? And that's a natural thing. Like that's an actual thing back to when people were, like tribal, sitting around fires and shit. Half are awake during the day, the other half has the night shift. I would be the one that's fucking praying to whatever god they believe in at the time that a saber-toothed tiger doesn't come up and wreck my shit.
Valid.
But anyway, for the bedtime routine thing, I do think a nice, if you're on certain types of diets or whatever, you're not supposed to eat more than a set amount of time before you go to sleep because then your body doesn't digest it in a different way. It just automatically stores the fat, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Listen, I got a bone to pick with the so-called most important meal of the day. Why the fuck are my only socially acceptable options 10,000 grams of sugar or 60,000 grams of salt? Like, what the fuck has happened in human evolution that's made us have these two polar directions for breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Like, this past week, right? Because, you work on Saturday, I'm off on the weekends, right? I, cooked myself up some ground turkey, mixed it in with some eggs, right? I was going to put beans in it, but I was like, oh, we're out of beans. And so, after that, just put a little hot sauce in it, put a little seasoning on it, right? And then just started eating it up, started chopping it up, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, because when I actually laid it down on the table, I had presented the plate in such a way, even though it's basically just, morning goop.
Yeah. Your slop, man.
It looked kind of photogenic. Like I had my tea, I had my coffee, I had my water there, right?
Nice.
Don't even get started on the fucking make my water with me, girlies. That's something else we're going to talk about later in the episode. But I was like, if this was like any other restaurant, it'd be like 3 slices of bacon, 4 slices of sausage, 3 eggs, toast slathered in butter with jam on the side. Like, can't I just have like a nice balanced meal, right? And I know a whole pound of fucking ground turkey isn't exactly a balanced meal. I didn't eat it all at once. I can already fucking see people, the few people that listen to us on the sides of their screens and shit. They're just like, a whole pound of ground turkey? Goddamn, bro. No, I ate like a quarter of it. And then I had a snack like 3 hours later, and then I killed the other part of it for lunch. You know what I mean? Like, I spread it out, parceled it out throughout the day until it was time to come get you, right? But like, why? Do you feel that? Like, do you feel frustrated too? It's like you wake up and like, what are my breakfast options, right? And you either have sugary cereal, you have cereal that tastes like just sawdust and asshole, you have oats that are either sugary oats or oats that just taste like sawdust and asshole, orange juice, which is like 60,000% sugar, apple juice, which is hit or miss, right? Because for me, apple juice and grape juice are the superior options for drinking. But even then, it depends on the type of grape drink that you get, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's Welch's, it's just all sugar. If it's Tropicana, it's just all sugar. Like, I'm about to like start going to Trader Joe's, and I'm gonna go to the oldest. Oh my God! Sorry, I just hit the mic stand. I'm gonna go to the oldest, whitest person there. I'm gonna be like, please tell me where the super duper organic, 0 sugar, 0 carb, gluten-free grape juice is. And then she's going to spit on me because I'm brown. But hey, listen, maybe she'll tell me where the grape juice is.
See, my thing is I love breakfast food. I think it's the best. I love breakfast.
Breakfast food is great.
I love scrambled eggs. I love pancakes.
Scrambled eggs, over easy, toast. Fucking over medium, over
eggs
hard.
Benedict.
Eggs Benedict. Oh, we're getting that at your father's this weekend.
Yes.
We got a busy weekend ahead of us. Now, see, I believe, and it pains me to say this, your father has, the times that I've gone over there, because it's always, eggs Benedict and something else. That seems pretty balanced. Like, eggs Benedict for me is the perfect balance of salty and just like actual breakfast food.
It's so fucking good.
For me, right, if I could have a perfect breakfast, and, after all the shit I was just talking about, why does everything always have to be either caked in salt and sugar? Beef chorizo. 3 fried beans.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
3 over easy eggs.
Yeah.
Hot sauce, like diced potatoes, and you cook it and you mix it all together.
Remember when we first moved in together and you made me chorizo and eggs for breakfast?
I made you what?
Chorizo. Ugh. Sausage.
Just did 10 fucking damage to me directly.
I know, so
necrotic damage.
White as I could. So.
Do you have charzo?
Chorizo.
Chorizo has risen you up, babe?
Yeah. So he made me, God bless him, he made me chorizo and eggs, right? It hurt my tummy so bad I almost threw up.
She couldn't handle the herbs and spices.
Handle it. It was the most humiliating moment of my life. One of.
Well, I mean, that also led us down the path that led us to realize that your body doesn't really fuck with cayenne or paprika.
Yeah, so it's literally my throat closes up. So, no, Dad, I'm not being dramatic. Them spices hurt.
No, see, like, you told me that story, and I gotta say, I'm surprised your father knew. I keep looking, I'm getting this from you. I keep looking away from the mic when I'm talking.
Yeah.
And it's my voice going out like this, and then it's coming straight back in. That's terrible. I'm surprised your father knows what those spices are, bro.
Of course he knows what the spices are.
I've only seen that man use salt and pepper. And listen.
He's free seasons.
That's making the microphone rattle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dry.
It pre-seasons. What the fuck is the pre-seasoning that he puts on there, dude?
I'm not in there. We aren't allowed in the kitchen while he's cooking.
We need someone that with actual know-how, the knowledge of the herbs and the spices,
If you two team up.
No.
Yeah, well, there you go.
He ain't on my level.
Well, there you go.
The pheasant that he made was really good, but pheasant is one of those things where if you're just, like roasting it, all you need is salt and pepper.
He used to do scallops a lot.
Because I can get
I
behind
love scallops with quail eggs on top.
I can't get behind the scallop, but I can get behind the quail egg.
Well, because here's the thing, right? If you get scallops fresh,
Yeah.
because there came a point where we used to get them fresh, and then we're like, you know what? Well, we have to get them frozen, right?
Yeah.
Frozen ones are chewy, and it's
See that-
rubbery, and it's really off-putting. Scallops, when they're fresh, are fucking scrum-diddly umptious.
Now,
and with
see,
the quail egg on top,
my love,
and
but
those little
see,
green things.
with me,
Ooh.
I am more of a freshwater fisherman, fish-eating type of man, right?
Yeah.
I will take fucking rainbow trout, bass, crappie. I want to, like, one of the things on my bucket list is I want to go to, like, the different geographical points of the U.S., right? So, like, west or southwest, right? Pure west, northwest, north, northeast, east,
That'd be
southeast, right? And get, like, their main type of fish. Because I've always wanted to try, pike. There we go. I was like, I don't want to try a muskie because they just look kind of weird unless I'm getting the two
I
confused.
don't know what fish are. I know rainbow trout because that's what Dad used to catch up in Rock Creek. That's all I know.
No, dude, rainbow trout is delicious. That's one of my favorite types of fish to eat.
You know, I'm so
it's our
sorry. I
state
just
freshwater
reminded-
fish.
You know what's disappointing?
Huh.
When you get calamari and it's fucking rubbery.
Well, yeah, but that's because,
That
a lot of places are like,
sucks.
it's fresh, but it's
That
frozen fresh.
Sucked,
And
dude.
so-
like, my dad used to get it fresh.
Yeah.
Again, fresh fucking calamari. You deep fry that bitch. Oh my god, it's like fucking crack.
Now, see, I think I would like calamari, squid, other type fried. I don't think I'd like it.
Oh,
well,
they're so
if
good
it was
fried.
grilled, I would probably have to, again, like, it's a bunch of salt. I'd
They're
probably
very
have to
chewy
drown it in
that way,
soy
though.
sauce. But that's because a lot of places, they're like, we get it fresh, but it's frozen fresh, right?
Yeah.
And so for me, when it comes to seafood, especially because of all the pollution that's going on in the ocean and yada, 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 nothing that we haven't ranted about on this podcast before, I am really like, that's one of the things where I'm like, but was this caught today? And when you say caught today, was this the morning catch or was it like, like the afternoon, haul that comes in from the second trips and stuff?
Gotcha.
Like if that shit's like 12 hours old, I don't want it. You might as well just toss it back in the ocean for the seals to eat, man. So like if we were to get fresh scallops or mussels, I would rather go through the certification and training to become a diver so I can
like
get it
mussels.
myself.
I don't like mussels.
No, but like if I were to
reminds me of?
try it, that would be a thing. Because like with scallops, how you're describing it, if they're not fresh, if they're frozen, they're chewy and rubbery, that's just how I think that they're going to be regardless. Because no restaurant that's not like pulling them up from the briny deep, right? Like they send a bucket down and fucking Jeffrey, the scallop diver, is just waiting in the water, waiting for this bucket to come down. And then he just dumps like a dozen scallops in there, right? Like that's how fresh I want it to be.
Yeah.
That is exactly how, and maybe even fresher, depending on what the surf looks like that day.
Some dude came to my work and he was like, hey, can I get spinach feta wrap? And we were like, yeah, totally. And he's like, how long is that going to take? We're like, oh, it's just literally going to take like a minute. It takes about 45 seconds to heat up. He said, heat up? Well, your food's fresh, right?
From a Starbucks?
Yeah, from a Starbucks in a Target in a mall.
You guys are, it's just microwave food.
No, literally, I was like, no. Like Lisa looked, like my coworker looked at me because she's like, what? And I was like, no, everything is frozen. He's like, everything? Yeah. What the fuck did you think we had a fucking kitchen back there?
Like some dude's
Hey,
just back
John,
there just
go ahead, throw on the fucking spinach feta wrap.
He's
Our
just
good
picking
friend
the
said he's in
Spanish.
a hurry. Let's make it quick. What
I
the
said
fuck?
Spanish. He's like he's picking the spinach, right?
Yeah.
He's out there actually like grilling the wrap. He's just over there fucking like
How
oil and vinegaring the
disconnected from
tomatoes and
reality
whatnot.
Are you?
Well, so a lot of people take, because there's no media literacy and people don't really possess critical thinking. Well, the average consumer doesn't possess critical thinking, and I'm assuming that this guy's a bit older.
Yeah.
Like how old? Like middle aged?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they think like when a company says it's fresh, it's not. It's not
Starbucks doesn't
fresh.
even say that.
Exactly. Like I give Starbucks credit for selling basically just microwave food for $8 because they don't tell you it's fresh. They're just like, it'll taste good if you like Starbucks
Yeah, this
food.
morning I used my rewards and I got myself the bacon egg bites.
Ooh.
Oh, they're so fucking
Dude,
good.
I'm so disappointed by egg bites. That's something I could get behind more, but it's
They're
like
so
$8 for 2 of them. And I'm not talking about just from Starbucks, like in general.
In
And it's like
general,
I feel
it's
like
so
I just
much.
want more egg. Like you're telling me these are 2 eggs, 2 egg bites. This feels like you split a yolk down the middle, and just put it in a little cupcake tin.
That's why it's such a good. It's like, and that's why I like the egg bites at Starbucks, right? Because it's cheesy and eggy
Yeah.
without being overpoweringly either, right? They're a really good size. They're the perfect fluffiness, like, and it fills up my stomach to the perfect amount. You know what I mean?
See, I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, too, keeping on the topic of breakfast food, fluffiness is needed in some places, but not needed in others.
I like fluffiness.
Like call me crazy,
You're crazy.
but no, thank you. Call me crazy, but when it comes to bacon, how everyone's like, I need nice seared, crispy bacon. Listen,
I don't
the
like
perfect
crispy
bacon
bacon.
is crunchy and crispy on the outsides, but it's still like not chewy because that's the wrong word. It's still just bacon on the
Yeah.
inside. And that does go with the type of cut that you get. And, you know, your boys put down the pork for all intents and purposes, as much as it pains me because I did love my bacon. The thicker bacon, not like exactly like, you know, the thick cut Applewood smoked, pear chipped, shaved deli ham
Dude,
bacon.
the amount of people that would order that shit, it's
10,000.
like $9 for 3 pieces of bacon. Get stand
Good
up.
God, man. But you know what I mean? Versus like the Oscar Mayer bacon where you toss it on the pan and in a second it's done and it's shrunk to the size of a paper clip.
Right. No, that's the thing. I like turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon's
but bacon
great.
is just so touch and go for me because I hate. Okay, here's the thing, right?
It's too varying.
It's too varying. 1, 2. I don't like how when it gets like crispy, it has that stupid fucking burnt crispy taste.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't like either.
I fucking hate that shit. That's why I hate like I don't hate, but like it's something I actively loathe, right? Because I hate when stuff is like cooked on a pan and
Yeah.
it has the crusty bits or it has like the cooked bits. Like even when I tried to make pancakes,
Yeah.
there was a part of the batter that was just too thin and it was just brown and like burnt. And I was just like, this is fucking awful. And I couldn't eat that pancake because it was just, my brain was like, well, it's tainted the whole thing.
Well, that also means that you probably just have your heat too high. But,
yeah,
you
but-
know who,
That's not the way, the principle of the matter.
as much as I love my father, the one thing that irks me about him is he's a well done man.
Fucking Jesus
He like,
Christ.
well,
I don't want
you've
any
heard him.
taste in my food.
No,
If
like
I'm
you-
not chewing on it
no,
for
like you-
45 minutes, it's not good.
Like you've heard him, like he likes stuff damn near burnt, and that is a type of thing for salmon and all that, right?
Ugh.
And if it's a certain type of steak, he will get it, you know, like medium, right? Maybe
Come
medium rare, depending
on.
if it's like a nicer thing. But for the most part, well done, and like not like burnt like you're thinking, but you know, like a nice sear on it. And I'm just like, Dad, why, please? Like, I don't know if you got sick as a kid. Or if that's just, you know, everyone has their own taste. Like, there's someone out there that genuinely like they get the cheap cut of steak and they like it well done.
Yeah.
And then they put just a little sprinkle of salt and pepper and they drown it in A1 sauce. And, you know, like, listen, if that's how you want your food, go ahead as long as you're eating. But, like, why?
No,
Like, I look at it when he gets it and I'm like, you would do this to me, Father?
I get it from my dad. We like our steaks and our meat on the
Still
rare,
mooing,
on the
please.
rare side of medium
Yeah,
rare.
medium rare. It's not blood. All the blood's been cooked
I
off.
love the juice. I like that it's chewy. I like seeing some red. I love it.
See,
I
again,
love it.
chewy is
I like
just...
the rare side of medium rare.
To me, chewy has a negative connotation when
Well,
it comes
it's
to
not-
food.
It's not
I-
chewy derogatory. It's chewy good.
No, I know, but for me, I
know what I
just
mean?
I just call it savory. I just call it
Ooh,
good.
that's good.
A
Yeah.
perfectly cooked medium rare steak, right? Let's say you've cooked it to perfection. You've let it rest properly, and
Like
you're
when you
about to
did
cut
the
into
steak
it.
tacos for my mom and I.
Yeah.
That was the look at me.
You cut it
That was
and
the
you
best
shave
steak.
it, and it's like butter that the knife goes through. If you even need like a sharp knife at all, because I cut that with a butter knife.
No, it was literally the best steak I've
and it
ever
literally
eaten in my
melts
life.
in your mouth.
Yes. Oh my
It's just
God.
a nice symphony of flavor.
was
You've got
all-
it properly seasoned.
And you cut them in the perfect squares where they were all the same size, and there was no funny business. There was no chewy business. It was all just perfect.
She's about to have a tender moment here.
I'm having a tender moment, a tender meat moment.
You know, let's keep on this food tangent here. I like this. I've
hot in
been
here.
wanting to talk about our breakfast escapades for quite a while here. What's your perfect amount of pancakes?
2.
2? 2.
Yeah.
2 more than 0.
Yeah.
1 more than 1.
Yeah.
1 less than 3.
Yeah. 3's too much.
2 pancakes.
2 I can crush. Yeah. That depends on the size.
I need I like standard IHOP size
1.5.
pancakes. I need 5. if I'm eating it by itself, I need 5 to 6.
1.5.
If it comes with, like the breakfast combo stuff, like let's say I do eggs, sausage, beans, potato, like say I got a spread going on, right?
Yeah.
4. 3 to 4. If I make it, because I like big fucking basically flapjacks,
make
like
big ones.
cover the whole fucking bottom of the pan and get the hell out of my face, right? Like if it's that, then about 3 of them. But ironically, and I've only been there once, and my mom took me there when we just got one out here, and my mom took me there, because it's originally from like the Midwest.
Land your plane.
No, this place is like it's really.
Oh my
good,
god.
man. And she's like, "Hey son, let's," because I was there either on leave. It's when I was on PCS leave.
Yeah.
Or I was just on leave in general. And she's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to breakfast." She's like, "This place is really good. Like, I like it. Your brother likes it. Sister likes it. Fucking everything,
Family
right?"
favorite, yeah.
Kaylani was still. That's my niece. She was very young still, like a baby in a high
baby.
chair.
Aw.
It's called Black Bear Diner.
Oh yeah, no, their pancakes are fucking bomb.
No, my God, I have never had better pancakes. The rest of the food, it's the same as any diner.
The hash browns are watery.
The pancakes, oh my God. Like, I just remember those pancakes, and they were so good. They put cream in it.
Yeah.
And they're nice and fluffy. Like, I don't understand. Like, I go back to IHOP, and I have those pancakes now. Like, and I just got plain Jane pancakes.
Yeah.
Because I'm a blueberry, boysenberry, strawberry syrup type of guy. And, my God, they were fluffy. They were the right amount of sweet. And they just went so well with the syrup pairings. And I'm afraid to go to the one that's out here now because I just feel it won't be the same.
Well, I went to
And I'm not ready for the illusion to be destroyed.
my experience with Black Bear Diner. I went with a couple of my friends in like 2019, right?
Yeah.
It's like 8:30 p.m. They're in the middle of an argument. So kind of awkward, but you know what? I sat my ass down and I ordered some pancakes. So I'm there. I'm at like we're sitting at like the little bar area. Again, it's like 8:30 at night. Who the fuck's ordering pancakes at 8:30 at night? Me, motherfucker. I had pancakes and a glass of chocolate milk. My friends are fucking arguing. And my friends are arguing, and I'm just enjoying. I'm like, these pancakes are fucking delicious. Like
What are
I'm
you
like
putting in
Tobar.
this?
I'm like Tobar, try this pancake. And he's like, kind of.
Gotta hit it. Compliments to the chef, bro. Just please, anything. Interact with me. Get me out of here.
I know, it was so bad, and I was just like, do you want me to get a ride? But those pancakes were good.
You know what that was for me? Not that thing, but it's like, damn, it's good in the moment, right?
Yeah.
I finally tried the Oleato drink from Starbucks.
It was only good because it had toffee nut syrup.
No, like I actually enjoyed it. Like, all right, so
It
for
had,
those
like,
of you
a
guys that don't know,
taste.
the Oleato like line of drinks, it's just picture a normal Starbucks drink, but it's olive
They
oil,
put olive oil in it.
right? And that's not as ridiculous as you might seem.
It looks gross.
In the rest of the world,
I did not like it.
right? Specifically, like it's more of like a tomato European thing.
Okay.
Southern
Yeah, I'm a
European.
potato European, so
Olive oil it's really good for you. A teaspoon or two like a day just by itself. It's really good for, not digestion, but it helps you shit basically,
'cause it's
is what I'm
fucking
trying to say.
laxative.
But like that combined with the toffee nut did kind of help, but I don't know, it was something about the oil interacting with the coffee
I
and
hated
how
it.
because when you taste something, right? You taste it with your whole mouth, right?
yeah.
And so the way it tasted on the back of my tongue as I drank the drink was really good. I would get the coffee flavor and the aroma with the base of my tongue. I would get the sweetness from the toffee syrup in the middle, and then the olive oil would be there at the back of my tongue. And it was just a really pleasant experience. And I don't know how backed up these bitches on TikTok were like, because like everyone and their mother was like, bro, oh my God, this
It's
thing's
a
going to
lax-
make
it's a
you
double
drop the load.
laxative.
And I'm sitting there like, it was normal.
You had a normal poop.
Like I was actually kind of paranoid. I was like, I might have fucked up here, right?
Yeah.
But no, it was pretty good.
Normal poop.
I'm talking about the drink.
Oh.
The drink was pretty good. I'm probably gonna get it again the next time that we go there.
God.
But anyway, my love, I know that we're melting here. We have a lot going on this weekend. Basically, we kind of just wanted to sit down and at least put something out this weekend. We're currently, for anyone else that's in the
Listen,
805,
gentlemen,
we're
listen.
currently experiencing an extreme heat wave.
It's the Santa Anas that they're starting, so it's causing weather phenomena. And listen. I gotta level with you guys. Listen. You're listening?
She's sweating.
Are you listening? Sometimes you're not gonna get a super banger episode. and I don't want to hear a goddamn
No,
thing
listen,
about
no,
it.
all of our episodes are bangers. I'm proud of the content that we can put out, right? It just, there's nothing wrong with having a bit of a shorter episode. We did have a lot going on this week because as it did heat up, it just seems like more errands
work
popped
full
up.
time.
But it is very hot. I can see the beads of sweat forming on your forehead. So we're going to cut it a short episode. We do have some prep work to do this weekend because your boy got paid this week.
Woo, me
which
too.
means that as soon as I get done editing and uploading this, I'm going to order I decided like we're still going to just stick with the wireless route.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how that sounds. And then we'll see if I can get 2 mics to play off of the USB ports here with the audio software. But we're getting the wireless lapel mics that'll plug directly into the iPhone. And I'm getting the tripod adapter. And then we'll do a test shoot whenever they show up. And then that next episode will be video.
Hey, you know what, fellas? I'm declaring it now.
Yeah.
I am neutral excited.
I'm excited.
Recording.
I know that it's going to go great.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, that is going to be.
Don't look at me.
That is going to be an extra amount of effort because we have to. Not like
don't look at me.
Not like get done up. You know what I mean? But like how sometimes we're recording and I'm literally just
look
in
at
my
how I look
fucking.
right now.
I'm just in my boxers.
Yeah, look at how I look right now.
Yeah, no.
I can't do this shit. I'm gonna have to like braid my hair.
Papa Molly, I'm sweating. Woo!
Maybe I'm just gonna wear a fucking like bag over my head.
No, just wrap up in the blanket and then that'll be that.
No, just don't look at me.
I'm assuming it'll be a lot easier to deal with audio levels from even just the iPhone's base noise suppression.
And also, we'll be able to like eat and drink and shit because we'll be able to move around.
Not eat, but
we can
drink.
drink?
Yeah, it can add different segments to the show.
We can bring back matcha time.
There's pros and cons, right? Because we're gonna have to put quote unquote effort into what we look like, or at least make sure. Because sometimes we wake up and we record like before we brush our teeth, before we do anything. Like we got a bottle of water right there. We're like we got to record, we got to edit, so we can't really do that on video, because people will just look at us and be like, oh my god,
these fucking
right?
creatures.
But anyway, if everything goes well, the next episode that we upload should be video.
Yep.
And I'm really excited because it's going to free up a lot of creativity for myself with editing. I'm finally going to, put the finishing touches on the soundbite folder that I've been building.
Hand gestures and facial expressions.
It's going to be pretty dope.
So much more context.
But anyway, my love, what is your song of the week?
You know what? I'm so glad that you asked
the
that.
Strawberry Milk Podcast song of the week.
I'm going to make that a playlist. My song of the week this week is To My Heart by the band Mother Mother on their new album, To My Heart. It's one of their newer releases. I think it actually just came out. Yeah, September 29th, 2023. It popped up on my Spotify. Apparently, it's very big on TikTok. Hence why there's a sped up version.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard it on TikTok. I literally saw it because it's like, hey, this band you listen to released a new song. And I was like, fuck it, let me listen to it. This song is delightful.
Really?
It is a delightful little ditty.
You're going to have to show it to me.
I have.
Really?
Yeah. I'll show it to you again.
You have to show it to me again,
Yeah.
please.
A
For
lot
me,
of their songs sound similar.
as all of you know, Drake has released his new album, For All the Dogs, and it's fucking mid.
That's
okay?
what everybody at my work is saying.
I'm going to give it a week. I'm going to go and I'm going to listen to it again to see. Because, for me, you really have to listen to an album twice, uninterrupted, to form a full-fledged opinion on it. Are there tracks on there that it's like, damn, this shit's bumping, right? But I finally got Drake and J. Cole on a track that's not like some dude's random YouTube edit, or it's like, these are lost files from a studio. And yes, in the song, they do say they were just fucking around in the studio and like made a song. It does
do it better.
The song slaps, but it doesn't slap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, to me right now as it stands, it's just another generic Drake album. In fact, I was so let down by it that I had to go and listen to Her Loss, which is a collaboration album between Drake and 21 Savage, just to like, I don't know, like literally it kind of fucked up my mojo because I was building up this album and it's just another generic Drake album. Like I've said it before, I'm a rapping Drake fan.
Yeah.
Singing Drake is good. He puts out the hits, he puts out the singles, but when it comes to his album energy, I do still feel like CLB is the best he's done in the 2020
That's
decade.
a very, very good song. I have a hot take.
But
I think 21 Savage makes Her Loss as good as it is.
no,
Yes.
they both do.
They both do, but he definitely elevates it.
No, so like, throughout the song, some of it's just 21 Savage, some of it's just Drake. On the songs where it's just Drake, I feel like, except for Back Outside Boys, on the songs that it's just Drake, except for that one song that I just said, I feel like 21 Savage would elevate it.
Well, what
and all the
was-
songs that it's just 21 Savage, I feel like Drake would elevate it. But
Yeah.
with that being
I
said,
like this one where they're doing the back and forth we were listening
that's my
to.
song of the
Oh
week.
my God, I
My
love
song
that
of the
one.
week for this week is On That Bullshit
It's on
by
BS.
Drake and 21 Savage.
And
It's
so
from
fun.
their 2022 collaborative album called Her Loss. This is the vibes I was expecting
It's such
with
a
the
fun
new album.
little song. So
Because
they're
like
literally handing, it's like they're handing the mic to each other every other line.
it's
That
rap
is
and
so
Drake.
fun.
That's my favorite version of Drake. When I first heard him when he came back out, it was like 2008, 2009,
Yeah.
like when he hit the commercial scene, right?
Yeah.
Because I was just like, who is this man, right?
Who
I was
is
like, it may
this?
not be nothing to y'all,
Oh, you
but
do like that
understand
song.
nothing
You
was
do like
done
that
for
song.
me, right? That shit was fucking
He
hitting.
be punching.
But
Oh, you're hitting.
that was that was
Me
the
too.
energy I was expecting, especially with like some of the articles I read. Like I don't get too heavy into the promo these days because I feel like that can dissuade your opinions, and I really am fucking having the egg on my face now
Yeah.
because I believed in all the hype. Drake was like, it's going to be a return to my roots. It's going to be a return, like it's rapping Drake basically again. Where is he?
He's
Where it's in
He's-
some songs, it's in some verses, but where is he?
He's resting. He's preparing. For
He
the
is
next
actually
album.
taking a break though, because he's been pumping out albums like year after year
You
since
ever
like
think about
2018,
what Drake
2019.
is doing right now?
No, and I guess it's causing him health problems.
Poor guy.
Not like deathly ill, but like he's literally
I mean,
tired.
yeah, last I saw, he was in a wheelchair. Ah!
Oh my God, that's terrible. All right,
My-
we'll see you guys next week.
What a funny guy.